Hey, it's Movie Buff. Gonna talk a little bit about BookSmart. Now, this was a movie that kind of was flying under the radar. I didn't even really have any interest in watching it, but one of the movie commentators that I listen to all the time, John Campy, is like, it's my favorite movie of the year. I was like, oh, I don't know, man. It still just doesn't sound like my type of movie. And then we had another friend who was like, so good, it's so funny, you gotta go watch it. I was like, all right, we were eating. There was a movie it was playing. Literally, the seats were like empty. So I was like, whatever. We had some free tickets. So I was like, might as well try it out. This movie is actually directed by Olivia Wilde, which, she's an actress. She's really good. I enjoy Olivia Wilde and a bunch of stuff. This is like her directorial debut. So, I was like, okay, we'll give it a try. It's got basically some characters that I'm not familiar with. Caitlin Dever and Benny Fieldsman. Like I said, not big names as far as like actors go, but they were great. This was kind of like if you could put, I wouldn't say old school, but like Superbad, a girl version of Superbad. That's what the movie is, to sum it up, basically. These girls, both of these girls, these are the main characters, the actresses that I named. They're real big study bugs. They're real big goody two-shoes in high school. They didn't go out to party. They didn't live wild. They didn't do all this stuff. And, they're getting into good colleges, but they found out, like, all the people that did go all crazy, well, they're getting into the same colleges too. So it's like, we fucked up. We missed out on all the fun parties and everything that everybody else is doing, and we didn't get to do none of that fun stuff. So they kind of, like, make this pact, like, we're going to party tonight. Like, it's graduation, big time party, like, biggest party of the year. All the cool people are going to go. It's pretty obvious that this character's, she has a pretty big crush. She's like the president of the student body, the main, valedictorian, and she's got a VIP. And it's this kind of like burnout stoner guy. He's a jock. Obviously, she's like in love with him. You can tell as soon as the movie starts, so it's not like a spoiler. And then this girl, she's kind of like, she doesn't know where she fits in. She's same kind of deal as Superbad. She's kind of like not really being truthful with her friend, and she's like not going to be moving in with her. She's going to be going somewhere else, and that kind of like, just like in Superbad, has the breaking point toward the end of the movie or the middle of the movie. But the fun of this movie is worth watching, because just like Superbad, there's some laugh out loud, hilarious parts in it that's just like really pushes the limits on just what you think you want to see or what you might find hilarious. It's definitely rated R. It's very graphic. It's not for kids. It's definitely a chick flick, but I enjoyed myself just because there's enough in there to just be like shock value. Holy shit, they just really did that. To give you an example, they're looking at porn to kind of give them a direction, because obviously they're both virgins. So they're looking at porn in an Uber who is being driven by their principal of their school. And he's like, gives them a phone jack so they could charge their phone because their phone's about to die, and they're trying to get to this party and they need their phone alive so they can get the address to the party. And they're looking at porn, like Pornhub or something, and getting direction on, how to, fuck. And it's like one of these cords come out and it's on his main sound in his car, and he's just, once he figures it out what's going on, he's just like, you got to think this is their president, this is their principal of their school. So you could just imagine, put yourself in that scenario. It's hilarious. There's tons of way funny moments in this movie. A standout for me was, I can't remember the kid's name. Obviously, you've got Jason Sudeikis in there. He does play the principal. Skylar Gisondo. This kid, to me, stole the movie. He is hilarious in this movie. He's been in other stuff. I think it was on like Family Vacation or something like that. I've seen him in other things. But he stole the movie to me. He was so great. And obviously there's a pretty funny cast. Who is it? Yeah, Billie Lourd. She is also in this movie. And she is also another hilarious addition to this movie. This movie is just so far out there. Like I said, you have to just picture super bad with girls and with females. It's definitely worth watching. It's definitely underrated. It's not getting a lot of attention at the box office, but it is so worth going out to see it. Everybody bitches about there's not any original content. Hollywood just remakes movies and they don't do any original. This is original. Olivia Wilde did this. First directorial debut. Go check it out. It's worth going to see in the theaters. It's funny as hell. You will piss your pants. So I give it an 8.5 out of 10. It was really funny. I didn't love it. It's like not good as Superbad, but I'm a guy, and this is definitely, pushed towards women and the women of today. And I thought I was going to hate it because all the Me Too movement and I don't like feministic shit to be shoved down my throat, but this does that, but in a way where I can kind of handle it because the comedy is so ratcheted up that it's definitely worth putting yourself through that stuff that you don't like. So go check it out. Until next time, we will see you at the movies.